That was a good song when that came out, huh? Oh, you made this turned up, huh?
Just a little, just a smidge.
Or else you will cry. Cry me a river. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Yeah, okay, this is...
Yeah, this is
I'll get
fun.
annoyed of it, but...
You want that it's not loud enough for you?
Yeah, I like it to be roaring in my ear.
I hate it.
No, you don't. Not in the middle of it. You
No,
hate
I
it
do.
when you go and play games after.
It's so bad.
That's more where it comes from. I feel like I'm screaming now. Just turn it up a little bit.
You're not...
Just a little bit.
Like, just talk normal. Like,
Yeah, but there we go.
I want to make this clear, right?
That feels way better.
I want to make this clear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You talk...
Yeah.
I'd go as far to say 99% of the time without headphones on and having to hear yourself.
Yeah. But I like hearing myself because it makes me feel like I'm dialed in.
But I get that, right?
Yeah.
But don't say, I feel like I'm screaming, because you know your volume.
No,
You're
I know.
going to talk at your volume.
But if we've been used to this, we've done this, what, like 102, 103?
Yeah.
If we've done it this many times at roughly this level,
Yes.
why switch it now?
But
we only changed it because you play video games with this.
But it's also...
You just get annoyed when you turn it on and people are way too loud and you're like, what is going on? Why is it so loud? It's because we
Yes.
just turned it up.
Or the video game's too loud. Like, I played Warzone.
Yeah, just turn it the little knob
and
again.
I shit myself.
Yeah.
I shitted myself.
Okay, that's not my fault. We bought this for the podcast. It's not my fault you broke your headset and this is your only option now.
I didn't break my headset. My monitor did.
Oh, well.
Like, how am I supposed to know?
Also, this is you got a little buff from playing with these headphones that you probably don't even realize.
What?
You don't really play Warzone that much that
Yes.
you probably notice this. But there is, without question, a noticeable buff that you've been playing with is that with your old headphones, where your computer was monitored, you plugged your headphones straight into the computer. But the wire would go across your body if you wore your headphones properly, where it's
Yes.
like left and right.
Yes.
So the footprints in the game would be reversed. And
But it didn't matter to me because I don't use sound at all to play that game.
yeah, okay, I know, but like, it is an important thing.
I could play that game without headphones and it wouldn't be any different.
Which is, that's fine, right?
Yes.
For the majority of people, like there's like the sounds actually are distinct in where the people are, and it helps you find people.
Yeah.
When you play with headphones that you actually wear on like the left and right ear properly,
Yes.
you can actually hear the people.
Yeah. No.
I
not,
know
not
it.
me. Not me.
It's a subtle buff. I know it barely affects you. Like
Does,
it never.
No, not barely. It doesn't. I was
That's
just
just
playing,
a crazy
I was just
thing to
playing
me.
with a friend of mine that is actually pretty good, and he goes, "Did you not hear that guy?" I said, "Absolutely not."
It's so crazy.
No. It's also because
I'd also
but
hate-
you also have to realize after years of screaming,
Yeah.
my ears are just like shot.
Okay.
Right? Like also concussions, stuff like that, you know. Yeah, it doesn't help me.
It does help it. 99% of the population, though. And I actually do think that there were times that you died because of sound you heard for somebody on your left, but they actually were on your right.
No,
I think that had happened.
because hearing stuff doesn't make me turn my character.
Oh, it doesn't?
Like not even a little.
Okay.
Like I don't even if like I hear them, I don't turn like, oh my god, they're on my left. No, I run until there's like only one direction for them to come, and then I just like
Very cool.
yes, or I see them
Yeah.
with my eyeballs. I need to play on deaf mode.
Why? What does deaf mode do?
It like shows on like where footsteps and stuff are coming from. They have it on Fortnite at least.
Do people... I don't like shit like that because then... Well, for one, it starts off at being...
It's used for Minecraft speedruns too.
It starts off as being like a cool feature for people who don't have depth perception, but then like...
No, they don't have.
Or like, sorry, I don't know why I said depth perception. When they... Like colorblind mode or like that is... It's just like when somebody has less senses, it's designed for them to help play the game.
Yes.
But then it ends up just being the thing that the whole community uses as like... This is like meta now because you get you get an advantage over people.
Yeah.
So it just like ends up forcing you to play the game like that. So it's like, do you want to hinder all the handicapped people? Yes.
Yes.
To help me, so I don't have to
of
learn their ways.
I mean, also, I already have 12-year-olds and 11-year-olds just whooping my ass in these games. Like,
well, then they would be whooping your ass with like the footstep reader.
Yeah, but I don't need deaf 12-year-olds whooping my ass.
Do you play on colorblind mode in League of Legends?
I did back in the day.
I still do.
I don't know, like...
It's just red and blue.
Yeah, then I do probably.
Yeah, because before it used to be green and purple.
Yeah.
Unless they changed it now where it's always
I think that it's just always that now.
But that's, isn't that weird?
Because it's always blue and red side now.
Yeah, it used to be green and purple, and then
Yeah.
people are like,
that was just the standard, yeah.
Yeah, just go to colorblind mode.
Everybody did that.
Yeah.
I had this addiction yesterday. It was weird addiction, weird hole.
Did it start addiction, or is this like a rooted in your childhood? It's flamed up into this personality now.
What are you talking?
Go ahead.
Are you trying to make fun of my alcoholism?
No. I'm talking about any issues that you always have.
Oh, no. It's kind of, because I've always loved monkeys. And
Say that word one more time.
monkeys.
What is that?
A monkey.
Stop doing that. What are you doing?
A monkey.
Describe what that thing is that you're saying to me. A monkey?
Yeah. Monkey.
I mean, that's a little better. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been watching monkey videos like a lot lately. Like them doing
monkey doesn't rhyme with donkey.
Monkey.
Say donkey.
Donkey.
And then say
monkey.
Those words should not rhyme.
They don't ever.
Then stop saying it.
They're spelled the same.
Monkey and donkey. They sort of rhyme, but they shouldn't be rhyming the way you say it.
There's only one letter difference. So they should rhyme. They technically should rhyme.
No, they're not one letter difference. Spell donkey.
Donke.
Wait, is monkey? How do you spell monkey?
I
almost did it.
Monkey.
Wait, should those...
EY?
Yeah, wait. No, they have a couple letters off.
No.
It has an EY.
Yeah, they're both EY.
No, donkey doesn't have an E, does it?
Yeah, they're one letter off.
That's a lie. Just show it to me.
I forgot that you don't know how to spell. Monkey.
Just say monkey.
Donkey.
I guess they do rhyme.
Yeah.
But they're not pronounced the same.
Yes, they are. You just say them wrong.
Monkey and donkey.
Monkey, donkey.
What do you have to say about this animal?
So they're very smart, right? Like they're just
Who are the donkeys?
Monkeys.
Stop saying it like that.
I am saying it normal.
The monkeys?
Yes.
That's crazy.
You're crazy.
The monkeys.
Monkey.
Yeah, that's right.
We're saying the same thing.
Go ahead.
So I've been watching first it started off, there's this TikTok of Georgie the monkey. And
That's so crazy.
He has like his own room, and like the little monkeys, they always have to have a diaper on.
That's so insane.
You're nuts. Just let me fucking tell my fucking story about the monkeys. Like I don't get what you're on about. And this little fucker has his own room and everything. And like the TikToker he always gets stuff sent to him, and he goes, "Georgie, you got a new present."
I've seen this.
And then this
monkey.
Yeah, this monkey likes to open up the Amazon gifts himself, which is fucking dope. And I'm like, and then I Google or watch a YouTube video what does it actually take to take care of a monkey?
There you go. There you go. I knew you were a fucking liar.
And then there's all these videos there's this guy talking about his day in the life of owning 3 monkeys, and he's got 3 of them. So
monkeys. Can I get some monkeys over here?
And these fuckers just are chill. They're
not chill.
Okay, orangutans rip fucking people's faces off.
All of them do.
Those mini ones, no, they don't.
You're not getting a mini.
I might be getting a mini monkey.
No, you can't afford it.
I know. Me and him will go to debt together, baby. If I'm bankrupt, he's bankrupt. You know what I'm saying?
How big can they get?
That the Georgie one.
Yeah.
That monkey doesn't get that big.
But his strength is the same strength as you.
No.
Yeah.
No. You're thinking of like just ones that you can't have. Those mini ones that you see, like, you know, Sway Lee had or Justin Bieber had, those don't rip faces off.
I don't know about that.
I do.
But they get jealous.
Because, yes.
So this is what happens, is that they see you give shit to like other people or stuff or other animals, and they get jealous, and then they get aggressive.
Not really.
Yeah, really.
No.
That's in chimps. That's in us. It's in them.
No.
Except their little pea brains can't handle it.
No, they can.
No, they can't.
You don't say that.
They can't handle
Stop. Shut up.
They can't handle
jealousy. They
jealousy.
can.
No, that's why.
Okay.
That's why they start ripping faces off.
They don't rip off faces.
Yes, but you
You're
know
just
why?
making this up.
They get jealous.
But they are allowed to
I'm
take
not
care
making this up.
They're dirty, but they're like me. The one guy was saying,
What, vindictive? Jealous?
He was telling me this fucker, this monkey, he would sleep in till 12, just like me. Me and him could sleep the whole time together. Just chilling, booling. We'd wake up same time. He'd probably eat like a lot healthier than me.
No.
Because he'd eat like
You
mangoes.
would eat the same stuff you would.
Pizza.
Wait, I know. Like, what? You're gonna get mangoes from? You would just eat your
I'm gonna
diet.
I'm going to make TikToks, and then they're going to send them stuff.
You would get, hit with animal abuse so quickly.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Well, because if he got too close to me, I'd also push him.
No, okay.
Because I'm stronger than him.
I don't think you would be.
I would be.
They're strong.
You're thinking of like gorillas, man.
All monkeys are strong.
No.
Yeah.
They're a little bit strong, but not super strong.
Yes, they are.
Not as strong as me.
I think they are.
No.
Maybe not like the baby ones that you're assuming that they stay that
Dude,
size.
this one was 11 years old, and he was still that little mini size. The same size as Georgie.
I bet he's for real as strong as a bobcat.
That's just absurd.
You don't think so?
But then I got me into other videos. Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of Coco? Everybody's heard of Coco, right?
Yeah.
Coco's the shit. That you ever see that monkey just rolling around with some fucking kittens?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the onion video where they taught the monkey that eventually their life ends.
And then he gets really depressed.
They just make the monkey depressed. People think that's a real video.
But they do get depressed, like often.
Well, I'm sure monkeys get depressed, but they don't
like bad. Like
he's not signing like existential dread.
Yeah,
and like
no, they have.
That's not real. That's a fake video.
No, there's like them talking about that shit off. Like they can't like always distinguish it. Like they say sadness is like cry, but like this Coco loved kittens, right?
Okay.
Asked for one for Christmas or whatever, or her birthday.
Yeah.
Got a fake one.
Sure.
Wasn't having that. Was like, you made me sad. You made me sad. Got a real kitten. Mm-hmm. Fucked with this kitten heavy.
You killed it.
Dope. No.
Yeah.
No. Just chilled with it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure these fuckers did kill it though.
Who did?
Like
the people?
Yeah. Because they were like, oh, it got hit by a car. But like, yo, that monkey's like in a zoo.
I'm pretty sure.
You know what I mean?
So they they can understand death.
Yes.
Every animal understands death.
No, this Coco found out, like, had a miscarriage, and like it was either Coco or it was the one before Coco.
There is a really popular onion video where they teach the animal that their life eventually dies, and it starts signing like existential crisis, like what's the point of living if we just die in the end? Yeah. That is fake.
Yes, but you're
telling me there is a real
this monkey had a miscarriage.
Yeah,
and like also found out, like kept on asking about baby with this pregnant woman that was taking care of him. Found out and was like that she had a miscarriage then.
Yeah.
And she was like, monkey hug, and like held that person for like a long time and was just like kept on signing, like crying, sad.
Well, was it crying?
Monkeys can't cry.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Why do they not cry?
In the Coco video.
They can't cry?
Well, they don't just have like tear ducts, I guess.
I mean, dogs have tear ducts. Why would gorillas not have tear ducts?
They don't.
Is that real?
Yes.
Okay, so if I Googled gorillas don't have tear ducts.
I mean, I don't know if it's tear ducts, but they just don't cry. They can't cry. Can gorillas
cry?
I'm telling you, what? Yeah. Sad, crown. Or cry, bad.
They can cry, especially as infants.
But they just sign like
But they might not cry in the same way that we cry.
Yes.
But they do cry. But yeah, I mean, so they might have been crying, but they were expressing that they were sad as they were crying.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Why did you get in this? Because you were watching TikToks of the monkey?
Yeah.
Well, what about the one freak monkey that everybody kept showing us? Like the orange one? That kind of looks
That
like
one's
a
a
person
little
in a
fucker.
suit?
He's a little fucking asshole.
What is that thing?
Nobody knows. It's brand new monkey.
Well, give me any of the...
They just invented that monkey recently.
What does that
mean? He's got a little baby too.
One day you just showed me it, and then I just saw it on TikTok or on Twitter and everything.
Because I've known about him for years.
And then it's gone.
I've known about him for years. Yeah, no,
Can you give me any context?
He's got a kid
on it?
now.
You're not going to give me anything?
The fucker is an asshole.
I don't know anything you're talking about.
That little fucker, the little orange fucker, that pull up a picture of him.
You're going to have to send me a picture.
Yeah, I can get that picture easy.
Okay.
And it's going to be him with a Glock because I saw him with a gun.
All right.
I saw it. And that little fucker just doesn't like to share. The first video, right? It's always slept on. They're like, oh my God, this thing's so cute. I love this guy. I love this guy. But you don't realize this person's giving him food. And then as soon as he finishes, he's like putting his arms up at the side. Like, yo, if you put your arms up at your side like this to me at the bar,
yeah,
I am punching you in the nose.
That's
because you want some fucking issues.
They get really jealous. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and they
do you believe me in the jealousy thing?
I do. Yeah, but they don't rip your faces off.
Yes, some of them do.
Like
or they
chimpanzees,
they rip their cocks off.
Yeah, no, there's there's some fuckers at the zoo that if you go into like their cage, you can't turn your back on them.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's like
that's a lot of
there
animals.
are times where.
But not the little ones.
You go to the zoo, right? And you have like little kids.
And you turn your back on them and they throw shit at you.
No, like the kids are like let's say teenagers are fucking with the monkeys to the point where they get pissed and they escape and they don't go after anybody. They go after them. That's real.
Good.
They get jealous. They get angry. That's why you can't have monkeys.
Yes, you can have monkeys.
No.
Dude.
They have little brains. They can't.
You have a little brain.
No, I don't.
Yes.
No.
Little brain. Stop talking shit about monkeys. If you really got fucking
Also,
issues.
you can barely keep it together yourself, man.
What do you mean? I'm thriving.
Yeah, you're right.
I am fucking thriving.
Why do you want to take care of anything besides you?
I don't. I just like watching videos on these fuckers talking and shit.
You said you wanted a little one.
Yeah, I do want a little one.
You can't.
But if you put a diaper on him, he takes care of himself.
The things that I learned about this weekend,
and there's a lot.
or I mean, this past week is not even close. It further goes off of our discussion last week because I've been getting into DC stuff.
Okay.
So I told you about the Robin story, in Batman Beyond, where Tim Drake ends up becoming the Joker in the end.
Yep.
Spoiler, whatever.
Okay.
It's like a fucking 20-year-old movie. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you said that's a very well-known story, and it's been done a lot.
I think so.
As far as I know, I think you're misremembering it a little bit.
Why?
Because that's not like a common story where Tim Drake becomes the Joker. That's like only in the DC animated universe. And it was like alluded that it might have been in like the Zack Snyder Justice League, like that was possible.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like dancing around. We don't really know. I think the thing you're thinking of is the way more popular story where so Batman has the first Robin. There's 4 very well-known Robins. First one is Tim Drake, or sorry, fucking Dick Grayson, who becomes Nightwing.
Yes.
Second one, this is the one.
He's a circus act.
Dick Grayson's the circus act.
Yes.
So second one is Jason Todd.
Yes.
This is the one you're thinking of.
Yes.
Where Jason Todd is killed by the Joker. And he then later on gets revived and thrown in the Lazarus pit by Ra's al Ghul. And he comes back as the Red Hood. And he takes on the Joker persona. This is the story. This is the more popular Joker story you're thinking of. Where he takes on Joker's old persona and comes back as the Red Hood to try to kill the Joker. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be the one that I know.
So,
because I do know the name Jason Todd more than
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
Yep.
Yes.
4 Robins. Dick Grayson.
Who's your favorite?
Probably Dick Grayson.
Is it?
Yeah, because that's the one that I grew up with. He was although in Teen Titans he was just referred to as Robin. Mm-hmm. In Teen Titans it's Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
Dick Grayson's the one who dates Starfire. He becomes Nightwing, dates Batgirl, And I like him because with all the other Robins, right? Like Jason Todd has issues with Batman because Batman didn't save him. He died.
Yeah.
And then he comes back, and then he was like, I'm fine that you didn't save me. Like, I can get over that. But why the fuck did you not kill Joker? Like, I'm like, nothing?
Yeah.
And, like, he's pissed for that.
Or exact revenge in some way.
But, fucking Dick Grayson and Robin, Dick Grayson and Batman. They're the first Batman and Robin, Mm-hmm. So there's really no, there's no, like, previous Robins before. It's them.
Yeah.
So those two, Dick Grayson has a specific view of Bruce Wayne as Batman that the other Robins don't have. Like, he doesn't have the same perspective on it, where he understands who Bruce Wayne is, and he can kind of be a fucking asshole. Like, the other Robins kind of idolize him. The next one is Jason Todd, who just wants to be, like, a great Robin. Mm-hmm. And he's kind of like he comes from, like, a terrible background. He's, like, comes from, like, a crime family.
Yeah.
And he dies. He ends up becoming an anti-hero. Tim Drake just wants to be the greatest detective of all time. He wants to, live up to Batman. Mm-hmm. And then the next one is Damian Wayne, who is his son. He just wants to, like... But, like, Dick Grayson is just trying to be the best hero he can be, It's not necessarily trying to...
There's no bad blood between Nightwing and Batman, is there?
There is in the beginning. Because Dick Grayson hates living in the shadow of Batman. He wants to be his own man.
Okay.
That's why he becomes Nightwing. Is that he ends up, like, going off to be with the Teen Titans, and Batman's essentially like, you're my number two. Like, if you're not about the fucking Batman and Robin life, then what are you doing, man? And he essentially kicks him out from being Robin because he's not fully invested. And then he's like, what the fuck? I can't be Robin anymore? Like, fuck you, dude. Like, you're a
piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, yeah, go fuck yourself. So, like...
That's why we say Batman and Batman.
I know. But that's why I like Dick Grayson, because he's a little bit more of his own. He's his own man, and then also he's like an older brother to all the Robins. Yeah. Because, like, if they're ever having, like, trouble, like, if they're ever having trouble, they go to him. Tim Drake, like, directly looks at Robin, or the Robin before him, as, like, inspiration. Damian, like, gets no love from his dad, except when, Dick gives it to him. So I really like him as that. What's annoying as I've been learning about these Robins is that there's never been any good representation of a Robin in movies. Yeah, no, not really. Nothing.
Whatchamacallit was supposed to be Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Well, they hinted at it.
I don't think they're ever gonna go that route. Yeah. It's people always talk about, like, wanted to do a new Batman, new Superman movie, new Green Lantern, new all the main guys. Yeah. It's weird to me that, like, I know it's Batman and Robin, but Robin's real interesting. I mean, there's 4 different variations of it. They all, like...
It is weird that they really haven't touched the Batman and Robin route.
Ever, except for Batman and Robin. That movie.
Well, and Batman... what's the fucking one with Poison Ivy, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Batman and Robin.
Is that called Batman? Yeah. I don't think that movie's called Batman and Robin. I think it's Batman Forever.
It might be Batman and Forever as well. Yeah,
Batman and Forever.
Yeah, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin.
There is no Batman and Robin, I don't think.
Yeah, there is.
Batman.
So Batman and Robin is the one with Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy.
Yeah, that's one. Okay. So
that has Chris O'Donnell as Robin. And he's been the only on-screen representation of Robin, if you don't count Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who, I mean, he just has like a...
Was hinted at it. It was more of like a...
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, he's here.
He could be Robin, and might have been interesting, but...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know if I explained the Dick Grayson relationship with Batman that well, but I mean that's like a solid one. The Jason Todd story is great. You know, coming back from it's a little comic booky that he comes back from the dead.
Yeah.
To like,
but I like the Raza. I like the fucking what is their names? The
League of Assassins.
League of Assassins.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Arrow, but
No.
Arrow also does a
it.
very good Ra's al Ghul.
Tim Drake is a solid choice. Tim Drake is, like, if Batman's the greatest detective of all time, Tim Drake is the number 2, like the clear. Yeah. Many people think he's the greatest Robin of all time.
It is weird to me that people constantly want these, like, big names represented and always, like, ask for that. But, like, if you really look at it, right, like, Iron Man.
Yep.
Really good. Mm-hmm. Who knew Iron Man before Iron Man?
Guardians.
Mm-hmm. Like,
even Thor and Captain America. Like, Captain America might have been the biggest name, but, like, who gave a fuck? The Avengers were nothing compared to the Justice League.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that there is, like,
I've said this before, but I think the fact that Marvel Studios, when they decided to make their first movie and start the MCU, the fact that they literally didn't have the rights to the X-Men, Spider-Man, Daredevil, some of the biggest names that they had, even Incredible Hulk, they didn't really have the names to it. It forced them into like and essentially like just forced them and put them under pressure, and like they made a diamond. They had to like work with what they had. They had
Hear me
Avengers.
out. This might be like a bold claim just because I like Arrow so much, but I think that if they would have done like an Arrow movie with like a character like that, because it's like probably the most like it's got one of the coolest backstories.
It was like the first
Justice League character. Oliver Queen and being the Green Arrow is just like it's a really good story.
The Warner Brothers are just they
wanted to shoot for gold right away.
They have like a wealth of everything. They can do whatever they want, so they do everything.
Because Man of Steel was the first, right?
Man of Steel was the first in their cinematic universe.
Yes.
Then Batman versus Superman.
I don't think that's the route that you go. Maybe it's hindsight, but like you really just can't like fire off
it for comic book
right away.
Purist. I agree that it's the wrong move.
Yeah.
For comic book purists, maybe people are like, well, Superman was like the first superhero, so maybe that's how they want to introduce the whole world. That being said, Batman was around like the whole time during that. It's just weird. It's a weird start. And also, although we both really enjoy the Justice League movie,
mm-hmm.
I mean, they bet on the wrong horse with Zack Snyder, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
people really, it's split on Man of Steel. I really don't like it. Batman versus Superman, I think, is cats out of the bag. It's kind of a bad movie.
It's spoiler, dude.
It's kind of a bad
spoiler.
Movie.
Yeah.
And by the time they get to Justice League, I mean, they've already shot themselves in the knee. And
yeah, I mean,
maybe start with Wonder Woman, to be honest,
because she's never too big.
It is too big, but they never had like a great like. Think about it this: before Wonder Woman, there hadn't been a modern superhero that's like just girl.
Yeah,
it would have been like a bold start. They could have like got the edge of Marvel. Like, you guys have Black Widow and you haven't made a movie for her the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that Oliver Queen like legitimately might be the best.
You really love Arrow, huh?
I think that he has like my favorite story.
I don't know shit about him. I don't. Maybe one day I'll watch Arrow. Probably
he was
won't.
stranded on an island for a long period of time. Billionaire that became just like a very good fighter.
Do you know I'm just super dialed into these Robin stories lately. Do you know the Damian Wayne story?
Mm-mm. I mean, if I hear it, I'll probably.
I know. Let me little refresher. So it's really weird. They don't really say it, but Talia al Ghul essentially rapes Batman.
Yeah.
Gets herself pregnant, and then, it's Damian Wayne. Doesn't birth him herself. She puts him in like a kind of like a Super Saiyan like pod.
Okay.
Or like not Super Saiyan, but Saiyan pod.
Yeah.
raises him until he gets birthed. Then he's trained by the League of the Assassins. Never knows his father. Just to be a straight killer. And then she was like, when can I meet my father? When can I meet my father? If you can beat me in battle on your birthday, it would like birthday after birthday. You'll get to find out who your father is. So eventually he beats her at like 11. And then you find out, it's Batman. So now Batman has to deal with the fact that he has a son. He is definitely raped. It's very strange. They don't even like,
really?
They just brush over it.
Like, do they say like,
she was like, yeah, I, drugged you and, did what I had to do. I don't know. It's really weird.
The League of Assassins is odd. I like the League of Assassins story in Arrow is very in depth and it's great.
Yeah. It's pretty good. And I mean, Batman Begins through Dark Knight Rises. I like him.
Yeah.
And then, Batman has to deal with the fact that his son's a killer. Somebody who's never killed.
Yeah.
And he has to rein him in. But Damian, he just wants to live up to his dad. And wants to be like the best Robin he can. But sometimes he gets a little crazy, starts killing people. And it's a little tough.
The League of Assassins is really good. The
And
Lazarus Pit and shit.
He hates Tim Drake. He hates Dick. He hates them all.
Really?
He just thinks I'm better. He's arrogant, I'm just better than all these fucking people. I was trained by the Assassins.
Is he?
Sometimes, but Tim Drake's a great Robin.
But he just kills.
He just kills people. Yeah.
That's I like people like that. Yeah. Like, kind of like Talia al Ghul. She's great. She's amazing at what she does. Sometimes she rapes.
Yeah, sometimes she rapes, Yeah. Sometimes she rapes.
Louis C.K. Louis C.K. is amazing.
Sometimes he
puts on a great performance.
Sometimes he jerks off a little
Sometimes he cranks his hog in front of women.
What can you do? It just really makes me so upset. All the Robins are very distinct and different from one another.
Yeah.
They all have great stories, never had any representation in any movies. And that's really what drives pop culture. Like, that's what people think of when they think of, like, these characters or what they see in movies. Yeah. We watch TV or YouTube videos that tell us what the TV
What's
shows
going on, yeah.
So,
like, we don't have to read any comic books, but we know a decent amount about comic books just because we watch, like, people that break it down for us. Which is dope.
Yeah, so I don't have to read.
Yeah, who wants to read? Come on now. I do always kind of want to get into audiobooks and shit, but then I'm like,
I try to get into it. Fucking suck, dude.
Audiobook?
Fucking blue.
Well, I think that Stephen King's a hack.
He is a hack.
I think that fucker sucks.
That book in general, I mean, he was just blasted on cocaine.
Yeah, like... I might be wrong in saying this.
Yeah, go ahead. We can be wrong.
1, I haven't seen all of his movies. 2, haven't read a single one of his books.
No.
But I'm pretty positive from what I hear,
the
movies are just better than the books. Because they just, like, throw crazy shit in there. Like,
you're preaching to the choir here.
Like in It, don't they, like, throw in, like, a scene where they all have to have sex with that, like, 13-year-old, like, girl?
Well, they're all that age.
Yes.
Right? They do have a gangbang.
Yes.
Right. They all have a gangbang. And she definitely comments on the fat kid about how he has the biggest cock. Okay. She essentially is like, wow, Ben, you like it feels the bigot. Like it's and he's writing about all these children having sex.
Yeah.
It all came out of the cocaine mind.
All weird.
It is. He's a weirdo.
And you know what? Do you think that movie falters by not having that scene in there?
Yeah, I wish I would have had it. Yeah.
I think that it's fine without it. I think that it's the greatest movie that I've ever seen. Does he have anything to do with the movies?
Sometimes.
Was The Shining him?
No. So with The Shining,
he hates that movie, right?
Hates it, despises it,
and that's the best movie.
I think it's the greatest horror movie ever made, personally. Because I think Stanley Kubrick is like one of the greatest filmmakers ever.
Yeah, continue.
So he's just, and then the material from The Shining is pretty good, but Stanley Kubrick doesn't actually care
about making something good.
He doesn't care what Stanley Kubrick has to say.
You mean he doesn't care what Stephen King has to say?
Oh yes, Stanley Kubrick doesn't care what Stephen King had to say at all.
Because people talk about Shining a lot, the movie.
Yeah.
Never once heard anything about the book? Is the book
the book is good. It's
is
from
it?
what I've heard. From what I've heard.
Better?
I don't know. I've never read it. There is in the what Stanley Kubrick cared about. Stanley Kubrick doesn't care about humanity.
Okay.
He doesn't care about people.
Yeah.
He cares about fear and a man trapped in the hotel, like becoming insane. That's what he cares about. He doesn't care about like the dynamics of the people. Where Stephen King cared more about the humanity of it, right?
Okay.
And like how this family is falling apart, right? And like you're seeing your husband go insane, and he's trying to kill your son.
Yeah.
He doesn't. It's so that is already the issue, and I'm obviously a Kubrick guy, right? Mm-hmm. I care about more about the filmmaking, and I'm way more interested in like what he has to say than like what fucking Stephen King has to. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, that guy's a weirdo.
But that was the issue with it, is that Stephen King is like you're totally misinterpreting the book. And Stanley Kubrick's like, I don't care what you think your book's about. This is what I think your book's about.
Yeah.
And he made that. And he made one of the greatest films ever. Personally, that's what I think.
Yeah.
So Stephen King was like, fuck him. I'm going to get this director, and he's going to do exactly what I want. And he makes the movie of The Shining exactly how he wants. Dog shit.
Is it bad?
Horrible. I mean, I can't
What's it called?
The Shining. I can't remember exactly what it is. But there is like a Stephen King approved The Shining.
Yeah.
And it's just like a dog shit movie. It's made by like way less... you can't compare like some like B-list director to like Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's essentially... He liked it, you know. Stephen King liked the It movies that recently... I mean, he was in both of them.
Oh, was it a miniseries, you mean?
Yeah, miniseries probably.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
He liked those miniseries for a bit, huh? Because that's what it was, right?
He liked ones that were like completely faithful to his material. As long as they did what he wrote, he kind of liked it.
Yeah, which is odd.
I mean, that's when you're that popular and you're like everybody loves your work. You probably got a little ego to it. I mean, think about all of the books that he wrote that are about like an author writing. That's what The Shining's about.
Yeah.
That's what Misery is about. It's about like...
Did he like Misery?
I think so.
Misery's pretty solid.
And fucking Bill, the stuttering kid, is like a writer.
Yeah.
So he kind of loves himself and he loves his shit.
Yeah. More people should tell him that he sucks. I'll tweet at him today.
No problem.
Yeah.
He's made some of the greatest story. He made fucking... The Shawshank Redemption... That's him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was Stephen King?
Yeah. So he's like written...
Who directed that?
God, I can't remember. It's like... It's either somebody who I just keep forgetting, or it's like one of those people who just have like a couple great movies, or maybe even just one. They just might be a one-hit wonder.
You know that guy? Who is the other guy? He's the one that...
Morgan Freeman?
The other one.
The white one?
Yes.
God, he's only in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what other movie he's in?
I don't know.
Tenacious D.
Is he?
Yeah. Have you seen Tenacious D?
Yeah, I have.
You know that
that's
old
where they do the
guy
cock push-up, right?
Yeah. You know the old guy that is like, don't go to the Hall of Fame. Like, you can't go to the rock and roll.
I can't remember. I haven't seen the movie in a...
It's just, he is covered in, like, he looks like this pirate almost. But he, like, tries cutting him. But they're like, well, we can just, like, move away from you. Tim Robbins.
Good fucking memory on the kid. Look at that.
And he just, the only reason why I know is because I was like, that guy looks familiar.
Yeah.
Look it up. It's Tim Robbins.
Back in the day, he was a big Hollywood guy. I mean, he was like...
Was he?
I saw him at like award show. Like whenever you watch YouTube highlights, he's just in these fucking award show highlights. He's just busy.
I only know him in two movies.
I only know him in one.
Yeah.
He already got me beat.
Yeah. Saw him in Tenacious D, and he's like got his face completely covered up, and he's just a very minor role in it.
So, I don't typically do this, but I feel like this weekend, we have not discussed it at all.
Yeah.
And there's definitely some funny things that happened that I'm just curious what your take is on it.
Okay.
First off, there's like an ending for me that it ends here, where I wake up and
Yes.
I don't want to go anymore. That's where it ends for me.
Yeah.
And I definitely we'll build to it.
Yeah.
We went to the Brewer game.
Yep.
Tailgating has finally been open.
Oh yeah.
It was couldn't go to opening day. I mean, we could have, but it was tricky. But finally, we got tickets. Tailgated.
Yep.
Great time.
I got made fun of for that so much
By who?
by all my guildies.
What?
Because I've been on this diet this whole time, right?
Yeah. Oh, right.
From Tuesday, I find out, well, I mean, I had known the whole week, but then it dawned on me. I was like, well, I'm going to use Friday as a cheat day.
Yeah.
Barbecues are fun, right? Like tailgating and barbecuing. So I'm just like, grab some hot dogs. I have you grab my favorite hot dogs.
Yeah.
All I'm looking forward to is eating these hot dogs. Bring it up a couple times on Discord.
Sure.
We tailgate, we grill out. I eat 2 dogs and I'm fucking stuffed.
Yep.
Like just like about to burst at the seams. They're like, I go in there like the next day or whatever. They're like, "How was your cheat day, big guy? You have those Franks?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I had 2." And they're like, "You could only handle 2 measly Franks."
That's not bad.
So I got made fun of for that because I'm just talking it up the whole week, like, "Oh, I'm about to slam some glizzies, about to fucking mount down on some dogs." And they're like, "You only got 2 Franks." It was good.
We get there, you start tailgating, pull out everything. We're pretty set up, to be honest. The only thing that I forgot this time was lettuce, which nobody was upset about except
Everybody
for me.
was pissed,
I was really upset that I forgot lettuce for burgers.
which nobody cared.
Nobody cared because typically when you eat burgers, it's just cheese, a burger, and a bun.
Yeah.
But I was really trying to go all out. I had mayo, ketchup, tomato. I was really trying to show out.
You pre-prep these burgers.
That being said, that's actually the smart thing to do, is to like salt and pepper them beforehand
Yeah.
and
Like,
throw them in. Because like you just throw those bitches in.
did you only salt and pepper them? You didn't throw anything else?
Salt, pepper, and olive oil.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And then you made them far too salty.
They were pretty good.
They were pretty good, but
They're
everybody
pretty good.
brought up the saltiness.
Nobody brought it up except for you.
No, every person did.
Nobody actually was upset about it except for
Beth
you.
brought it up
Okay.
first.
Okay.
T-Rod goes, "Yeah, they are pretty salty." And I was like, "Oh, Beth, you think that then I say it loud enough for you to hear?" And she goes, No, they're fine." They both thought that they were really
All right.
salty.
Well, it's fine.
They were good, but they were bored. You have this thing where you just like want to throw salt on things.
It's fun to throw.
Yeah. I mean, salt's good. Don't get me wrong. But I think that it takes away sometimes.
So I'm cooking. Everything's going fine.
Yes.
There is like these group of younger kids who just keep asking us for stuff. I think the first one, they asked us for like some napkins.
Yep.
And I said, if you got napkins for us, we have to trade for a ping pong ball.
Yeah, we need ping pong.
Because we needed one more for a game.
That's it. Because we didn't have ping pong balls from the rip. We had one singular.
Then another kid came back, and I didn't realize they were from like the same group.
Yeah.
And he was like, can we use your grill to cook brats? Because they didn't bring a grill, but they brought brats.
Yeah. Well, they brought a grill that they couldn't get. Like
They couldn't figure it out.
They couldn't get the coals
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Which they just didn't bring like lighter fluid or something.
Yeah, it's a classic. I mean, I've been there before. You know?
Yeah.
It happens.
It's stupid.
So what's the first thing when you start tailgating? It's the first thing that you always fuck up. Usually, it's the coals. You don't think you've ever done that?
Never.
No. It's because you've never had to prepare.
Yeah, I have. I did get it. Funny story about grilling one time.
Okay.
I was like 8 years old. My old boss, family friend, very close to him, but he also like isn't a cook. He'll bring whatever. Like we go up north every single weekend. Bring whatever.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. He'll pay for it all. But like my dad or AG's dad, somebody else has to be the cook.
Yeah, because he will not cook.
Yes. They were drinking though, and he doesn't really drink.
Yeah.
So he had to set up the grills and get the grills going. And he goes, "Come on, Jamesy boy, you gotta help me." I'm like 9 years old, 8 years old or whatever. And I grab, charcoal, go out there, fill up the grill with it, get it going. And we're like, "How do you get this fucker?" We'd start like putting it, it was taking a bit. And then we go, "Oh, there's knobs on it." not like realizing. So we turned the knobs to start it. It's a gas grill,
Yep.
and we had just thrown charcoal in it.
Oh, wait, is
And
it like a lift up?
Yeah,
How did he not know that that's?
neither of us knew.
Well, you're 9.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy.
But,
This
hey,
is an adult man.
To this day, if you ask him, he goes, "Yeah, Jamesy Boy really fucked that up," and it just goes, boom.
Why would he think if it has knobs on it? It's definitely a gas grill.
Yeah, we filled that fucker up with some charcoal, turn it on, and it just goes, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "Jamesy Boy told me it was fine." I'm 9 years old.
You're 9.
My parents are drunk. Everybody, like I said, he's always been a person like, because he doesn't need to drink. He's like the life of the party without
Sure.
it. So this guy never drinks, and he's the stone cold sober one. Everybody's there is hammered, and they're like, "How do you guys fuck that up?" He's like,
I don't like
boy,
that you keep getting pulled into it. How do you guys do this? You're an adult. It's a gas grill.
I get blamed more for that than he does.
That's crazy.
I know. He goes, "You were supposed to be showing me, James."
Also, I would know that at 9. So
Huh?
maybe that is your fault.
I mean, like, I did, but I didn't.
So back to the brewer game. These kids
Fucked up, couldn't get their grill started. Asked to grill some brats.
eventually there's just cooking by us, and we start getting into the game. We play Harvard because we play every single
And
week.
also, this wasn't brought up, right?
Yeah,
They're grilling some, brats on our grill.
yeah.
That's quite a big thing. That's
Brats
a very
take a while.
yeah, and that's like a very nice thing for us to do to let them
Sure.
use our grill,
Yeah,
especially during COVID.
sure.
And they say that they're giving us beers.
Yeah.
They come over with 2 natural light beers.
Yeah, they do come over with 2 natties.
2 natty lights.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? Thank you.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I'm not drinking those.
But also, what next? You're going to be like, "Hey, you can have some of these hot dogs that we brought. They're Oscar Mayer."
I totally forgot about that.
It would have taken everything out of me.
Also, what's funny is that when we started playing Flip Cup, they just drank those beers. Like they never even.
Oh yeah. I mean, we weren't going to drink them anyways.
Yeah.
You gave us natty lights.
That's true.
You gave us 2 natty lights, which you know how long that lasts us? 10 seconds.
I know. Yeah.
Like that's not what we like. 2 beers doesn't do anything.
Sure.
Like we could kill those 2 beers for one person before
Mm-hmm.
those brats finish grilling, and there's a lot of us.
Sure.
Yeah, we get to playing games,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
what
Well,
was your takeaway from it?
those kids were a bunch of dorks.
Yes.
There's 4 of them. Three guys, 1 girl.
What did the one kid say to you right away? Hey, fair warning, we're college kids or something like that, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Wasn't it something like along those lines?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I never took them as like real drinkers.
Yeah.
It just the way they I mean, when I say real drinkers, I mean just doing shit that we do ridiculous
I
stuff.
don't know how it was brought up or how it was,
They might have slaughtered.
but I kind of like heard it, and what it sounded like was like, "Hey, fair warning, guys! Like, we're college kids.
Yeah, we can drink.
We can drink. We're college kids," and
Yeah.
it kind of sounded like they said that.
Oh, we were like, oh, okay, cool. Let's do
Nice.
full cup, flip cup.
Well, yeah, that's what I say. I'm like, let's do some full cup, flip cup, you versus us.
And then that's when
And-
you could.
and
the
I was
crack,
like,
the cracks started coming out.
We even said, "Hey, do you want to switch up the teams a little bit?
Yeah.
You want 2 of us, 2 of you guys? We do it that way." They get through 1 person by the time that we finish. We do all
also
4.
their girl partner, she obviously did not do full cup.
Yeah.
We do. We go through all 4 people before that, and we were like, oh, okay, we gotta.
Yeah, the second guy had started drinking.
Yeah.
But he didn't finish his beer by the time that we finished.
We are getting to the end of the story where I set it up. I'm just prefacing that we have been heavily drinking the whole night.
Yes. We but like we play these games. It's very clear, at first we say, "Hey, we don't want to even know your guys' names."
Yeah, no, I know.
And
because we got to a point where like it had been like 20 minutes and they weren't introducing themselves, which is fine because I didn't want to know. And then I was like, hey, clearly we don't know your names. Keep it at that. We're not doing the name thing.
there was an Indian guy that we kept on calling John.
Yeah, John.
There was a kid that I kind of thought resembled one of our friends, Jake Kozik. So I called him Jake.
Right. We had figured out one kid's name as Tyler.
Yes.
And he was just like, if anybody's got mustard, I want it.
Well, he had complained. They had told us that he had been complaining the whole time.
Yeah.
Because they didn't bring mustard for the brats or
Right.
anything. And so then, as I'm picking teams, I immediately pick, our worst person, which is Beth.
Right. Well, we also they had been shitting on their girl the whole time, so we were shitting on our girl the whole time.
Yeah.
And we were both as team captains.
Yes.
So you were like, okay, I'll pick our shittiest player, and then I was like, okay, I have to pick their shittiest player.
Yeah.
As like a little joke.
Which she might not have even been their shittiest player.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
But
So then we don't know their names.
Yeah.
You pick all of our friends pretty much. So you got, I guess I had.
you guys ended up winning in the end.
Yeah, we won in the end.
Yeah.
But I ended up picking Mustard.
Yeah. You got.
Which-
we ended up calling him Mustard.
Yeah, we called him Mustard the whole time. And we saw him later on in the day, and he did not seem happy.
Yeah, they seemed really. One of the kids just ended up leaving early. Like he seemed upset that he missed first pitch.
Yeah.
He was like, I really want to see first pitch.
Yes.
Little do they know that we don't go into the game until
seventh inning,
until we get kicked out.
at least.
And we weren't even kicked inside this time. We just got too chilly and we went in. We
Well,
still get in, but we still
Cops were walking past.
Yeah, I
and they
mean
were like-
that's what happens. But they didn't say anything to us.
They looked over and
They saw that we were cleaning and it was fine. We still got in at fourth inning. Got a couple Long Islands. Which is just like it's like the drink of choice at the Brewer game.
I don't know why. Why is that?
I just think they do it really well where like they don't actually make Long Islands with like the standard drinks. They have a Long Island mix and they just booze it up with whatever they do. And everybody just gets Long Islands. That's just what you do. So we get a couple Long Islands, get a couple nuts. And then our group breaks off. My girlfriend and I get to our seats. We assumed that because we went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to, you guys would be there first. Nobody's there, and like there's a bunch of stuff that definitely isn't ours in our spots.
Yeah,
we're like, oh, that's weird. So we also run into a gang of friends, and if you don't know, in the Brewer game, or I guess probably in all stadiums right now, they have zip tied all the seats that are not available.
Yeah.
When my girlfriend and I go to talk to like the people that we run into, we just sit down in our seats because we're drunk. And like it takes a second, and then they'll snap.
Yeah.
And I realize, we're breaking off the zip ties. And I realized that it's okay. You can just break these.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're pretty easy to break.
Yeah.
So when you guys all finally come into the section, I'm like, hey, we're over here. Like, no problem. We can just break these bitches.
Yeah.
And all six of us just like
start popping these
just
fuckers.
pop, and we get an audience of people cheering us on.
Woo! each pop, and then one person goes, assholes. Which I still don't understand.
I really, really don't like that. Like, who is that for? We're not around anybody.
I should have yelled "suck me" back. Suck me.
Just a little Dicky reference. We go. I think we watched the game for maybe an inning.
Yeah, that's
go back downstairs.
Yeah.
We start like lingering a little bit. We get an old man.
Should we also tell them what day it is?
It's Friday.
No, what the holiday? It was National Horny Day.
Oh, you were trying to refer to me?
Yeah, it was National Horny Day. Well, not just you. It came out in fucking everybody, I guess.
Well, let's fast forward. We eventually leave the game and go to a bar.
Yep, end up going to a bar.
Right.
We're hanging out there.
Sure.
I'm like, we're just having a few beers.
Yeah.
That was like the most lackluster time I've ever had. Was
at a bar?
Yeah, was being at that bar.
Sure.
Just was like whatever.
Yep.
At some point, you start whispering in your girl's ear.
Sure.
I was like, what'd you say to her? You're like, something sexy. And I was like,
Did I say that?
Something like that, yeah.
Did I say something sexy?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, do it. And then you like whispered something like, I can't wait for you to fuck me tonight. Oh, that's what you kept on saying.
I want you to fuck me tonight. That's what I kept saying.
I want you to fuck me tonight. I was like, all right, for real. And I gave you like the Forrest Gump thing. I was like, no, seriously, what did she say?
Yeah.
And then you leaned in and you said, I want you to fuck me tonight.
I forgot I was saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot too until I'm telling it now. And I'm like, you're trying to get out of here. And then you kept on going, me and her got we got it.
Yeah, I kept saying, I kept going to this table like, hey, Elizabeth's getting tired. I gotta get out of here.
You clearly wanted to just bone.
we gotta end
Yeah.
it.
And I go, chill out, horny guy. I give you like a little sack tap thing.
Yeah, you grab me by the cock.
No, as I'm going to sack tap you,
Yeah.
your penis comes out, grabs me by the wrist, and goes. And I've never seen a penis like grow out a hand, and it waved its finger at me. Mm-hmm. No. You were fucking stiff as a rock, my guy. Your beef was fully bricked up, and I had no idea. I was like, dude, you have a... And of course, I have to bring it up. I'm like, dude, this guy's fucking beef is on brick. And you're like, no. I was like, this guy's got a boner. Yeah, you're like, I don't have a boner.
Yeah, I was trying to hide the boner.
And then I go, Elizabeth, tell him. She's like, he doesn't have a boner. I was like, oh, if he doesn't have a boner, grab him by the penis right now. So she went up and she's like, okay, he has a boner. You were torqued for hours.
So I will even fast forward a little bit more because I feel like at this point, you gotta figure out what happens next.
Yeah,
we go to sleep, right? Yep. I wake up the next morning, and
there is a pool
in my living room. I see one of my friends. Yeah. I guess let's leave it unnamed. Let's leave it nameless.
Let's leave it all nameless.
Let's leave it nameless with just a woman on this couch.
Yeah.
That we're sitting on. And I don't recognize her because of her hair is just like all
covered in cum.
Just covered in cum. It's covering her face.
Covered in sweet, sweet nectar of the penis.
I mean, I thought for a second I would come in here. Hold on.
You wouldn't have been the only one.
I thought I was going to come inside here.
Yep. Hey, so did he.
And I thought I'd be like, oh, maybe I know this person. Not even a little bit that I knew who this was.
No.
Well, eventually I did. But
yeah. Okay.
I was like, what am I supposed to do?
What the heck?
This isn't a big couch.
No.
Did you ever see the way these two were sleeping?
No.
It was something.
Yeah.
I mean, she was barely hanging on.
Oh, yeah?
And our fella here
yeah,
just nooked right into the couch. I mean, he had the majority of the space. The way this girl was.
That makes it so good.
She was clinging on for dear life.
That makes it so good.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't know if I eventually. So, I start flossing my teeth, right here as they're sleeping. Mm-hmm. To wake them up, I'm making it a little loud. What am I supposed to do? I'm trying to get these people out of my house.
Yeah.
And I figured out that you're still. I honestly thought that you weren't there, and it was just these two sleeping here.
Really? Why wouldn't they have been in my bed then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I try. I'm like talking to him, and the girl is not revealing who she is. I was like, oh, this is funny.
Were they talking back?
No, he was. I was like, what's your game plan for today, man? And I was like, I gotta help our other friend pick up his car because it's gone and he has no way to pick it up. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I guess the big guy's here, so I'm gonna leave you here. Good luck. He just took her home.
Yeah. It was I came out here and it was weird that you came out here and didn't throw down the fucking wet floor sign for that guy because this place was fucking covered in cum. And then I also came out, because I was behind the door hearing the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
As it was going on.
Sure.
And I'm ear to the... And fucking... I can't believe that they didn't see it leak underneath the door right there, because I fucking blew a couple shots, too.
Very cool. It was a horned up house, huh?
Oh, yeah. And you were fucking piping, too.
Well, what can you say?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good night.
I guess we call this the Horny House.
Yeah. We went to Brothers. So we go downtown after we leave that bar nearby, local bar. And the first bar that we go to, it's a downtown bar. And we have, it's like, there's like certain bars with just rules right now where it's, you have to be seated, face mask on if you're not drinking, have to be out, like if you're not seated, like you're out, right? Like we can get fined otherwise, quote unquote, they say. That bar is just like that, and we were trying to meet up with our buddy AK.
Yeah.
And we're like, we see like 4 people walk out. We're the front 2 people in line. They're at capacity.
Oh,
and it's like, hey, like, And they're like, yeah, it'll be a bit still.
What does that mean?
And then we were like, all right. And we leave line. Immediately, as soon as we leave line, there was like 2 girls that were behind us in line.
Yeah.
And they got let in right as soon as we left the line.
Oh, really?
And I was like, well, I mean, good thing I didn't go there. We ended up going to Brothers. This place is fucking popping.
Was there a lot of people there?
No rules.
They gave up on COVID, huh?
Tops off everybody, dude. And I'm not just talking fucking the mask off. I'm talking not just fucking...
Yeah, pussy out.
Yeah. I'm talking titties out, fucking... It's full on Miley Cyrus 2017 in there.
It was a good year.
Pussy out. Yeah.
Good year.
Yeah, it was good. And
Nice,
that part...
That's like a nice Merlot, you know? It's a nice bottle of wine of Miley Cyrus 2017.
Yep. That bar was actually pretty fun, though. We played some beer pong there. We met up with everybody because AK ended up coming there, and he was like, why weren't we here from the start? Only person I didn't see was Big Trev, which I
gotta
was kind of
say,
bummed about.
it's funny that you were telling us our friend had a birthday party the next day. It's totally that day.
Yeah. Well, in my mind, right, like, our buddy...
You were like, yeah, his birthday... The
birthday
birthday is Saturday. The birthday's Saturday.
Yeah, our buddy was there
Friday.
for the Brewer game.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this works out because Friday Brewer game, Saturday birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got an invite on Facebook.
Sure.
So in my mind, I got it on Friday. It's got to be for Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's for that night. So it's like, come on, how am I supposed to plan for that?
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, at that point, we couldn't have made it.
Oh, for sure.
just
I mean, I
super
don't
busy.
care about that. It's just, it was like, in my mind, the weekend had been set. Like, oh, I got a birthday party tomorrow, got beer game tonight. Skirt.
What are we at with time?
Hour 1.
Oh, I guess. Final thoughts. Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. Rigged or not?
Rigged.
Rigged? Do you think for sure?
I am. So here's the thing. I think that Jake Paul probably wins the fight either way.
It does seem like it.
My issue is, right, I think that they saw that knockdown and the referee like was kind of like, oh, this is like a perfect ending. You know what I mean? Like really nice, solid punch.
You think that
KO.
he before the fight started, he was probably going to start, going a little bit in Jake's corner a little bit.
Yes.
He was probably going to give him a couple more calls, a little bit more. And if he can,
Well, they were breaking up clinches pretty quickly.
because that's probably where Ben would have had his.
Been able to put pressure on him, wear him out a little bit.
Yeah.
And that would have been like his game, I think. But I think that he saw, this punch and he's like, oh, this is payday. This is storyline or story.
So
like,
you
headline.
think it's rigged in the sense that the referees were a little bit more in on it, and Ben Askren himself, just got knocked out, like he just got hit hard and fell down?
Yeah, because I think that Ben Askren did everything that you're supposed to do when you get knocked down. He got up, put his hands up, and walked forward towards him. Said, "I'm okay, I'm good."
Yeah.
And
They just called it.
That is
weird
and they
that
said
they
that he
called
was
it.
wobbly, but what he did was he walked back, put his back to the ropes, and did a bounce off, which is what people do. Like they find the edge of the ring. You know what I mean? So he did that and then walked up to him and he was like, "I'm good."
Yeah.
And it's like, that is perfect. That's especially on the first knockdown. You usually
It is annoying.
The only thing was that he didn't brace his fall.
It is annoying when we've seen. I mean, it's people change. It was a couple years ago at this point, but the Ben Askren versus Robbie Lawler in the MMA, where he just Ben just has I think he just gets tripped up. He goes on the mat, and then Robbie Lawler just fucks him up.
He picks him up and slams him.
That's
on his head.
That's what happens. Yeah,
Slams him on his head,
Yep.
and he gets rattled by that.
and it's so much that you're like, why are they not stopping it?
Yes.
And then I think was it Herb Dean in there?
Yeah.
It might have been
It was Herb Dean.
Herb Dean is
number
roughing
one
it. Everybody loves Herb Dean, roughing, and he lets it go. Ben somehow gets out of it and eventually gets him in a stranglehold with his fucking
bulldog choke.
the bulldog choke. I don't know the fucking thing, and chokes out Robbie Lawler, and he stops the fight for that. Even though Robbie, he definitely, it does seem like he goes out for a second, and Herb Dean calls it, and then Robbie's like, "No, I was good. It was a little controversial."
Yeah.
But in the books, Ben Askren wins that fight after taking bombs. So it's annoying that after Ben gets knocked down there.
Once. In the first round.
It does seem like Jake Paul probably would have, won.
Yeah.
But you want to see a fight, especially after that piece of shit, right?
Like I said, what it seemed like was, I think that because it was such a clean hit, and like the referee was like, oh, this is like a headline.
Yeah.
If I end it here, it's a headline.
Sure.
Knocks him out first round and hit him hard.
Yeah, okay.
Good clean hit. The only thing that I'll give to it where I doesn't feel rigged was kind of because of the way that he fell. Like he fell and didn't brace himself at all.
It did look like a real hit.
Yeah. But I mean, he got up and
what can you do?
Is what it is.
Probably
the whole event sucked cock.
Seems like he made more money from that fight than he's ever made in any of his career.
Yeah. I mean, it was a free check.
So,
but the issue was not just with that fight though. I mean, we're rushing it because it's a little bit late, but the whole fucking thing sucked.
He gets no kickback.
There was
from it.
What do you mean?
No percentage off the pay-per-view. Does
really?
That suck? Nothing.
Who cares? He had like $1 million off the.
I know, but like, if you're selling a fight, you want a little kickback, a little extra.
But he's not selling the fight.
I know he isn't, right?
At all.
But if that was my agent, I'd probably try to get a little taste. That's what Robert Downey Jr. did.
I mean, he might have been able to get like maybe 5%. But
no, I don't even want 5. Just give me 1. Just no, for real.
Yeah,
1%. Like, 5 is a lot.
Yeah, but you got to spread like money throughout. So
because when Steve-O asked him, Steve was like, "You getting a little kickback?" He's like, "No, I'm just straight up good with the. I'm making good." He's just like humble, happy with the money he was getting.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You're leaving money on the table, my man." That's just coming from me. I'd definitely.
But they paid a lot of celebrities to be there.
That's true.
And I mean, in the 3.5 hours that the thing was,
Jake Paul is the for sure the guy, right?
Yes.
But no fight without Ben.
Yeah.
Get a little taste. Get a little kickback.
I don't know. He got paid quite a bit.
You're right.
He probably got paid more for that one fight than all of his fights combined.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yes.
Get a little more. That's a little more.
Yeah. Better to just take it. Fuck it. But
honestly,
the whole fucking event sucked. This is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Whole event sucked. It was bad. There was 4 fights. 2 of them ended in a round. One of them, a person called out and said, cheap shot. He got hit in the side and went down and had an ambulance called for him. Went that far as to say that he got hit in the nuts. He got hit in the side. And they had Doja Cat lip sync for 2.5 hours.
Was it good lip singing?
It was all right. Hers was better than the other girl. I don't know what the other girl's name was, but she just danced. Didn't even like sing at all. Doja Cat sang a little bit actually.
What a weird event.
And then Oscar De La Hoya was just fucking off some fucking cocaine.
That's what I heard.
Like mother.
I heard he was drunk, but
he was drunk and probably on coke. I mean, he was rambling.
Yeah.
Frank Mir made an apology and was like, "I just hope that he can get some help for his problem."
Oh, so they think he's actually like fucked up? Oh.
Because Frank Mir was the one fighting, and he was like, talking about it. But yeah.
All right, let's wrap.
Peace out.
See you later.
I gotta send you that monkey.